Welcome to Highway 30. I'm Amy.
And I'm Sarah, and we're here to help you get creative.
Hey guys, today we are going to be helping you with one of your DIYs. I found this frame at a thrift shop. It looks like someone attempted to do a redo on this project and then maybe just gave up. I'm going to give you some tips along the way as to how you can not give up on your projects, make them look brand new and not DIY'd. To get started on any project like this, the first thing you need to do is take it apart as much as you can. Something like this project where I'm going to be painting, it's going to be a lot easier to get the paint into all of the edges if I can take it apart. So that's where we're going to begin. Why did we need screws and glue? Why do we need screws and glue? Okay, we're doing this. Don't want to break a mirror today. There we go. Wow, that's a heavy little mirror in there. We're not doing the mirror, by the way. Now we just want to fill these holes because we're not using these holes either. We'll see. So let's let that dry. Our wood filler is dry over here. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a sand. And that's actually pretty smooth. Nice and smooth. So after you've taken it all apart, which would be the first step in really refinishing and redoing something, then you're going to start with the paint. Now, this obviously was not taken apart, but it also only had one little sad coat of paint on it. Now, benefit of the doubt, maybe this person just thought they were going to try to save this piece and then change their mind and didn't want to do it, which that's fine too. But that first coat, it's nice and thin. That was a good step. They just needed to keep going. So we are going to start with another first coat. And because now I've taken that mirror out, I can get into all of these edges and not worry about touching the mirror or anything, even though we're not using the mirror. I'm going to use the Jolie Classic Navy. First, I shake it up. Not quite brand new. I can tell I've opened it before, but a nice stir. I do like to thin this paint down when I'm painting furniture. I just don't even think I'm going to bother that with this. So this little bit right here is going to go a really long way. So as you can see, I'm not doing that much better of a job painting, but this is the first coat. And once we get 2 or 3 coats on there, it is going to look so nice. This is gonna dry really quickly. So I really shouldn't be doing what I'm doing right here and going over it more than once. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna stop. Now, right now, okay. First coat is dry, so I'm gonna go in, and the second coat is like magic, the way it's gonna start to cover this up. If you're not careful and you go back over the paint before it's completely dry, sometimes it will pick up what you've already put on, and then you just have to have another coat. But I definitely think I'll do 3 coats on this because I want it to look really fresh and finished. As you can see, after that second coat, we still have a lot of streakiness. That's not pretty yet. So we're gonna go again. All right, we're looking better after the third coat, but you can still see there's like some spots here. I want this really smooth. It's not completely dry yet, but I think we can do a little bit better with one more coat. So I'm gonna let this completely dry. I'm not gonna do any more blow drying and painting. I'm just gonna let it dry completely on its own and then come back, and hopefully one more coat will make it exactly like I want it. All right, our frame is all painted now. When in doubt, add another layer and it will just make it look even better. Before I get started with my hooks, I found these really cool hooks on Temu. Very cheap, but it's metal, it's real cute, and it just fits perfectly on this frame. I liked how the frame had hooks, but I did not like that we were portrait. I want to go landscape. So I found the perfect size hooks to go just on the bottom of the frame. Before we put these on though, I'm going to seal in this paint with some of my wax this time. I've got the Jolie wax. If you've never used wax on these paints, a little project like this is the perfect thing to try it on. You really want to, it should feel like you're massaging lotion into the paint and just let it soak in. Sometimes I use a brush when it's a bigger project, and then go back over it with the paper towel. Now we have our frame ready, and I didn't want this to be a mirror again. So I went into my fabric scraps. These are some things that were left over from the grab roll, and I looked through. There's so many very cool options, but these two I thought looked really good with the blue, and I think we're gonna use this one. I just love this fabric. I did one pillow with this one, and I would have done more. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna cut this piece of fabric so that it fits right over the mirror, and then I'm just gonna use a little bit of my self-adhesive glue spray and stick it on there. So when we put it back in the frame, it'll all hold it together anyway. I did end up trimming around the sides so that this would fit into the frame a little bit better. Now we just put our little screws back in. And these hooks came with screws, but they're gonna be too long. They're awesome screws with these little caps on them, but I can't use those. So I'm just gonna use my own screws and then glue the little caps on there. No worries, they gave me free nail glue. I'm just gonna take my hooks and just eyeball it, center them in. I can see there's a line here and a line here. I'm gonna mark my holes. And then just do some pilot holes. And I found these little wood screws. Now I'm sure that the free nail glue is awesome. I think that I'll use some E6000 to glue these on. And we are done. Let's go see what it looks like on the wall.
We're so glad that you joined us today to see this transformation. We hope you enjoyed watching us, and if this inspires you to create something similar, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And while you're there, please click on the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next week.